Hey, this is Barbara from Health Sense. As of today, I would like to introduce a certain series of videos that has to do with running my business, and it has to do with me as well, and just more also for myself, because I'm very curious how I develop over the years, and it would be interesting to also share it with other people if they're interested. But so I'm talking about me and why I run this business. I have also done like marketing courses, and it is very hip and trendy at the moment that you have to ask yourself your big why. What is your why? And I had never even really thought about it, what is my big why, but now I was sort of forced to think about it. I'll tell you about it later, but first a little bit of background. I have always really been good in biology, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing what I do right now. My grades at high school were great. That didn't matter if it had to do with animals or plants or genetics. They were absolutely great. It was 9s and 10s, and I loved it, and I didn't even really have to study for it. And I really wanted to go into biology when I was younger, and I didn't. Why didn't I do it? Because I thought I had to cut open animals and dead bodies, and there was nobody telling me there were other ways as well. You don't necessarily have to do the sort of things. But yeah, I had nobody to talk to at that time, so I decided biology is not for me. Instead, I studied economy, completely different, and I hated everything about it. The only thing that I was good at was statistics, because it sort of reminded me of genetics. I was really great at that subject, but the rest was like bookkeeping. Oh my goodness. It was 4 years of agony, and yeah, in the end, I got the degree. And what did I want to say? Yeah, I do remember a long time ago. I'm going to say something negative about my father now, and he died about 14 years ago, but I love him to bits, and I loved him to bits, but he said something that made such a huge impact on me. He was very disappointed at yet another bad school report, because I was not taking school very seriously. I was only laughing and giggling and having fun. And so he said to me, you will never reach anything in life. And he didn't even say it for warning me, it was not a very nice way of saying it. And I was so angry. I was really furious. And I'm usually very easygoing in general, and I'm a highly sensitive person as well. But this, it was like a bomb had been exploded inside of me, and I said to myself, you watch me. I'll show you. So yeah, certain circumstances led me to study economy, and because I thought that was the best way of getting a good job in any field, like a commercial field. And so I got some jobs after that, and about a couple of years after working for big corporations, my salary was higher than that of my father's. And for me, that was for me the reason to prove him wrong. And I didn't even rub it into his face. I just did it very subtly, and I knew this. Yeah, I was successful would be successful in his eyes, and that was for me a mission accomplished. And that very, very strong feeling that I had so many years ago, I've never had it that strong. Oh yeah, no, that's not true, but that's another story. But when it comes to my business, I don't really have that, because I've been running this business now for a couple of years. And to be honest, financially, I would be better off to work for a big corporation like I've done in the past. Financially, but emotionally, and all the things I'm doing, it's way more rewarding, of course. And a friend of mine asked me a while ago, what if money wasn't an issue, and you would still be able to run your business, would you do it? And I said yes. because I wouldn't know what to do else. I mean, luckily, financially, I am able to still continue the business the way it is, but it's not my plan to keep it that way, definitely not, because it would be such a waste of all my knowledge and experience to let it go and not using it in society to help other people, and go and work for a corporation, for example, because I will be able to help so much more people if I do what I do right now, instead of rather than working for a big corporation and doing like an administration job. So I still plan to do what I do right now, and I want to make it more successful, and not even for money. I'll come back to the subject of money because this is a very interesting subject, but also for mainly for helping other people. My big why, my why I've already told you, but my big why is really, I want people to realize and to understand how important our health is, and how much it depends on how we deal with our natural resources, because our natural resources are our fuel, but they are also our medicine, and we are destroying it big time, and people don't realize it. And I think a very good time right now is, because we're living in Corona time, is to realize it in a way that I can describe it right now. For example, if you put everything in an extreme way of how this whole Corona thing can develop, I don't think it will, but imagine it's going all completely wrong. All the governments, they are gonna be out of money, they cannot help their people anymore, the banks are dried up, everything is dried up, and in the end all people spend their last money on whatever they can buy on food. Imagine everything is dried up. How are we ending up then? You know, in the end we need food, so we will be living from what nature is giving us. So yeah, nature is, I think, in my opinion, the most important thing. That's it. It's nature. We all depend on nature, and we should treat it with so much more respect. Animals, plants, everything. But we don't, and a lot of people don't realize that and don't understand it. That is what I want to make clear to people. So I'm sort of a hobby biologist, as to say. I'm not a professional biologist, but I think biology, life, nature is the very most important thing that we have, we human beings, and we are all part of it, we human beings. So that's what I want to, that message I want to bring to the people. So in my next videos I will just talk about how I run my business, what's important, what kind of customers I deal with, how I deal with them, and how I solve their health issues. And maybe this is also going to be very interesting for other health professionals, how I deal with certain things. So yeah, I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.